Hello and welcome everyone, Lahart here, and today I'm taking a look at the Asus VG278Q gaming monitor. Massive thanks to OverclockersUK and Asus for sending me this monitor to make this video with and to keep afterwards. It's going to make a fine addition to my PC gaming setup. So first off, let's talk specs. The Asus VG278Q is a 27-inch 1920 by 1080 resolution 144Hz gaming monitor. It supports both AMD's Freesync and, thanks to Nvidia's January driver update for the GTX 10 and RTX 20 series graphics cards, it is now also Nvidia G-Sync compatible. This makes this monitor an absolute killer product right now. Great for those looking for a high refresh rate monitor supporting adaptive sync technology for both AMD and Nvidia graphics cards. The monitor also features a 1 millisecond response time, meaning that there's near instantaneous pixel transition from one color to another, which helps reduce and eliminate ghosting, trailing, and motion blur in fast-paced games. However, if that's not enough, you can dial the refresh rate of the monitor down just a smidge to 120Hz and disable adaptive sync as well so that you can enable Asus's ELMB, Extreme Low Motion Blur, which further reduces motion blur and sharpens objects in motion while gaming. For long gaming sessions or for just better eye care in general, Asus include 4 levels of their ultra-low blue light filter technology, which helps to reduce eye strain when staring at a monitor, all the while remaining flicker-free. The screen itself is a TN panel, which while it doesn't have as high picture quality as say an IPS panel, it benefits from a lightning fast 1 millisecond response time, which for gaming is likely more of an important factor when choosing a monitor. The picture quality is still totally fine, games look great and colour reproduction is very reasonable, although I recommend you position the monitor dead centre of your setup where you'll be looking straight at the middle of the screen to get the best viewing experience, as like most TN panels you have pretty narrow viewing angles, so you'll want this monitor front and center for your gaming setup, or if you're running a dual monitor setup, then consider mounting this monitor above your primary one for the best angle and viewing experience. At 27 inches, I definitely say this is at the limit of where 1080p resolutions should go. It's a large screen which works great for gaming, and I didn't notice any pixels sitting at my usual distance from the screen while gaming. The monitor also features a slim bezel around the top and sides of the monitor, which adds to the great look of the monitor and general viewing experience. It might not be the best monitor for viewing movies or doing office work on, although it's still a reasonable experience. But then this monitor isn't targeted at those use cases. If you're into esports gaming or you just want a super fast response time, high refresh rate monitor at 1080p to blast away on the likes of Dota, Apex, Fortnite, or any game really, then the VG278Q will certainly take good care of you. Connectivity wise, you have one HDMI 1.4 port, one DisplayPort 1.2 port, and one DVI-D port for plenty of display input options. On the left of these inputs, you have the power port, and on the right of the display inputs, you have a 3.5 audio import and a headphone port. The monitor does feature built-in 2-watt stereo speakers, which are alright for monitor speakers if you don't have any dedicated speakers in your setup and you don't want to always wear a headset. All these connectivity options are located on the rear of the monitor, underneath the central panel at the back. It would have been great to have had these ports slightly more accessible, either on the left or right side as I've seen on other monitors, but honestly for me, at least their placement wasn't too much of an issue. This is in part due to the great mount that Asus include with the monitor. I've used several Asus monitors over the past few years, and in fact my 2 main monitors in my current PC setup are both from Asus, so I'm fairly familiar with the mount design that they've continued to use for the VG278Q. It is, in my opinion, one of the best monitor mounts out there. It features a solid base offering plus or minus 90 degrees of swivel and pivot to the monitor, as well as minus 5 to 33 degrees of tilt, as well as a total of 130 millimeters of height adjustment. So you should be able to position the monitor in any which way you want. If for some reason that's not enough movement and adjustment of the monitor position, then you can also use the 100mm by 100mm VESA mount on the back of the monitor to mount it to a compatible VESA mounting system. The on-screen display is controlled via a 5-way joystick on the back of the monitor, located on the bottom right side. Pressing in on the joystick will open up the full settings menu for the monitor, allowing you to customize settings, tweak and change presets, and access additional features like the adaptive sync options, ELMB, blue light filter levels, and more. There's 4 buttons below the joystick, which from top to bottom, the first button is a cancel and back button. The second button is Asus's dedicated Game Plus hotkey, which gives you access to overlays on your monitor such as crosshairs for FPS gaming, a timer, an FPS counter, and a display alignment overlay. The third button is a shortcut key to the game visual settings, which are a set of pre-calibrated picture presets which include racing mode, RTS or RPG mode, FPS mode, and more. The final button is simply the power button. All the buttons are firm and give off a satisfying click when pressed. Retailing for £299.99 over on Overclockers UK, the fact that the Asus VG278Q offers 144Hz, 1 millisecond response time, a host of gaming features and filters, plus it supports both AMD Freesync and now Nvidia G-Sync, it makes it an absolute killer product at this price point for those looking for a solid 1080p display. It's perfect for PC gaming and in fact console gaming too. For those with an Xbox One X or One S, you'll also be able to utilise FreeSync over HDMI at 120Hz as well. Plus, the monitor supports Asus's Game Fast input technology to lower input lag much more than a standard TV would for console gaming. Is this the best 1080p monitor for any kind of gaming? There's certainly very little to dislike. What do you make of the Asus VG278Q? Thinking of getting one? Want to support the channel at the same time? Then feel free to check out my affiliate link in the description below to Overclockers UK and pick up an Asus VG278Q gaming monitor today. Big thanks to Overclockers UK and Asus for sponsoring this video by providing me with the Asus VG278Q free of charge. That's where I'll wrap this one up for now, guys, so until the next one, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter, take pride and join the Legion. Check out my affiliates and sponsors, Games Planet, Overclockers UK, QT, and MSI. Till the next one, ciao for now.